Hello everyone, welcome to our online e-learning platform of Agriculture and GK. I am Ankita Singh here. Today we will discussing about TNPSC Assistant Engineer Agriculture Engineering exam question paper which is conducted recently. Before starting our discussion, one important information regarding our courses which is offered by our institution Agriculture and GK TNPSC Assistant Engineer Agriculture. If you are interested in this course, you can buy this course. This course is featured with complete notes as per syllabus, printable study material, one question bank which is boost your practice and that is very helpful for your preparation. Full length mock tests provided by our institution, previous year papers, quality content. This is best quality content for your exam preparation. If you are interested, you can go through our links, which is given in description box, or you can go through with agriculturegk.in website. So let's start our discussion. This is paper 1. This is conducted by Tamil Nadu State Public Service Commission. This is question number 1. Rate of maximum gasification rate to minimum gasification rate is called ratio. This ratio is called gasification ratio. Option number D is correct. Next question is lift type rotors often use tapered and twisted blades to reduce the bending strains on. So option number A, tips of the blade is correct. Next question is question number 3. Doubling the diameter of the rotor will result in dash in the available wind power that can be extracted by wind turbine. So here option number B is correct. 8-fold increase. Next one is dash limits the wind turbine wheel's diameter of large size. This effect is known as Magnus effect and option number D is correct here. Next question is if the moisture content of the paddy on the wet basis is 20%, then the moisture content on dry basis will be. We know relationship between dry basis and wet basis, which is dry basis is equal to moisture content on wet basis divided by 1 minus moisture content on wet basis into 100. So here we calculated this by using this formula and we get 25%. Option number B is correct here. Question number 6. The most important factor which affect the viability of the seed during storage. So here option number C, moisture content is correct. Next one is the storage structure is said to be deep if here if H is greater than L, then 90 plus 5 by 2. So this is called so deep bed, and for shallow bed H is less than L into 10 90 plus 5 by 2. This is for shallow bed and this is for deep bed. So here option number B will be correct. Question number 8. Which of the following statement is incorrect? So you can solve this question and mention on comment section. Question number 9. Dash equation provides the EMC equilibrium moisture content values of the grains having relative humidity ranges from 20 to 90. So this is related with Henderson equation. Option number A correct here. Next question number 10. Wet and dry bulb temperature can be determined by using a single unit of. So here स्लिंग साइक्रोमीटर जो होता है उससे हम इसे मेजर करते हैं. So here option number B will be correct. Question number 11. In roller feed type fertilizer distributor of the flow of fertilizer can be controlled by. So here fertilizer flow controlled by spacing by adjusting spacing between the rollers. Option number B is correct here. Next one is for spraying large volume of liquid up to 500 liter per minute at low pressure. Dash pumps are ideal. So best suited is roller vane type, and roller vane type pumps comes under hydraulic pump. So here D option is correct. Next question is question number 13. Nozzle made of dash material is used for spraying abrasive materials such as suspensions of wettable powders. So this material is tungsten carbide. Option number C is correct here. Next one is the method in which the spacing between the rows is same as that between plants. So this is belong to check rowing. This statement is belong to check rowing. So here option number A is correct. And here dibbling means the process of the spacing seeds in holes made in seedbed and covering them. In this method, seeds are placed in hole made at definite depth at fixed spacing. So this is for dibbling. And drilling is consist of dropping the seeds in furrow lines in a continuous flow and covering them with soil. The number of rows planted may be one or more. Next, hill dropping. Hill dropping, in this method, seeds are dropped at fixed spacing. Here, fixed spacing is important and not in a continuous stream. So, in hill dropping, जो ड्रॉपिंग करेंगे हम उसमें स्पेसिंग फिक्स्ड रखेंगे और कंटिन्यूअस स्ट्रीम फ्लो कराएंगे. Thus, the spacing between the plant and here plant to plant in row is constant. Next one is a drainage canal discharges water at the rate of 0.2 meter cube per second and drains 200 hectare. Drainage coefficient. Drainage coefficient is Q by A. Q means flow rate discharge for 24 hours. So if we calculate it by using this formula, we will get 8.64 millimeter. Question number 16. Time. Calculate the time required in an hours to irrigate a check basin rectangular basin है ये. तो यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है 20 मीटर वाइड लॉन्ग है and 15 मीटर वाइड and depth means y is 5 centimeter and q is 7.5 liter per second. First of all we will calculate here value of f, and then by using this formula we can solve and we will get answer not matching here. So option number E is correct. Question number 17. The water flowing continuously throughout the season of irrigation, the given areas acres is termed as. So this is belong to duty. Option number A is correct. Delta and duty concept is used for knowing net irrigation requirement in field. Question number 19. This is match of the following type question. So here tensiometer is belong to lysimeter and average numerical deviation of depth of water belongs to water distribution efficiency. So we will match here and get to option number A. Next one is question number 20. If the exchangeable sodium percentage ESP is more than 15, then soil is termed saline alkali soil. Next one is the instrument used for centering the table over the plotted point is. So Plumbing fork is used to centering the table over the plotted point. Clinometer is also known as clinometer or inclinometer, or this is measuring tilting level. Next one is telescope is fixed in a spindle alone in care of dash level. So reversible level. Option number C is correct. Next one is simple leveling is the process which just determine the dash between 2 points. So this determine the level difference between the 2 points. Next one is question number 25. Which of the following methods are used to separate oil from its source? That is known as extrusion. Option number D is correct. Question number 26. In a dry air, considering the mixture of nitrogen and oxygen and neglecting the small percentage of the other gases, the molecular mass of dry air is 28.84, and here 0.966 is mentioned. So near about 28.966. Option number D is correct here. Question number 27. Dash is the intrinsic property of a food material to measure the material's ability to dissipate electrical energy, that is dielectrical loss factor. Option number C is correct. Question number 28. In twin screw extruder, the throughput is dash of feed rate. So here throughput is same. Next one is tractor slip percentage is calculated as S equal to 1 minus Vt upon Va, that is mentioned here, and Vt is distance travel without load, यानी कि theoretical velocity minus actual velocity divided by theoretical velocity, and theoretical velocity is distance travel without load minus distance travel when working divided by distance travel without load. So option number C is correct here. Next one is if the tractor runs in dusty condition, then change the oil in oil bath air cleaner for every, and that should be changed after 40 to 50 hours. Next one is question number 31. The tractor is pulling a load of 16 kilonewton on concrete road at a forward speed of 7.2 km per hour. The axle power is 35 kilowatt, and calculate the tractive efficiency. So here after calculation 91.43% is tractive efficiency. Next one is question number 32. Name the shaft of an engine which converts the reciprocating motion of the piston into rotary motion of the flywheel. So that is done by crankshaft. Option number C is correct. Question number 33. The most preferred nozzle used on tractor engine is the following type. So that is multi-hole type nozzles are used. Next question is 34. The space that supports the crankshaft in the cylinder block is called main journal. Option number D is correct. In internal combustion IC engine, inlet valves opens dash before TDC, so that is open before 5 degree. Option number D is correct. Next question is it is recommended that septic tank should be more than dash for from any source of water supply. So that is minimum 20 meter and maximum is 12 inch, that is 8 to 12 inch. So if we convert it in meter, so 10 20 will come. Next slump test is preferred to measure the slump test is used to measure plasticity of the concrete. Option number A is correct. Cement concrete has the property of high, so cement concrete is have compressive strength. Next question number 39. Minimum depth of shallow foundation. So shallow foundation have minimum depth 500 millimeter. Next question number 40. The top width of the earthen embankment of a farm pond is calculated by H is the maximum height of dam. So this is calculated by using this relation W is equal to 1.105 S to the power 1 by 2 plus 0.91. So that is a formula for calculating the embankment, earthen embankment width, top width. Next one is question number 41. Recommended upstream side slope of farm pond embankment constructed on homogeneous well graded material is. So that is upstream slope ratio is 2.5 is to 1, and here mentions type of material and its uh, slopes according to its upstream and downstream. So you can read this information, and this is very important information regarding this type questions. This is asked many times. So next one is question number 42. Dash of the emergency spillways should be fixed at a maximum expected water level for selected frequency of runoff. So that is for bottom. Option number A is correct. Here its explanation was mentioned. You can check this. You can read this information. Next question is 43. The information on the existing infrastructure in in the watershed and their relevance to the community is provided by. So that is resource mapping. Next question is choose incorrect full form incorrect statement from a watershed management program in India. So DPAP belongs to drought prone area program, that is correct. HADP, that is horticultural, not horticultural, that is hill area development program. So the second option is incorrect here and other option is correct. So option number B is correct here. Next is a multi-slot divisor is used to. So multi-slot divisor is used to measure overland flow, or you can say runoff. Next question is 46. Contour trenching, contour bunds, terraces, etc. Are the dash measure of the soil and water content. So that is mechanical measure for conservation of soil and water. Next question is 47. The terraces are constructed in a form of alternate series of shelves and riser to cultivate the steep slopes is called as, so that is called as retention terraces. Option number B is correct here. Next question 48. Terraces constructed in the areas of the heavy rainfall and less permeable soils is called as, so that is called as bench terrace sloping inward. Next one is commercially available biodiesel or biodiesel blended with diesel must conform with the standard. So that is ASTM D6751-07 standards for this commercially available biodiesel and biodiesel blended. Next one is East Saccharomyces cerevisiae is poisoned by dash concentration greater than 10%. So if concentration is greater than 10% of ethanol, that is dangerous. Next question is 51. Oceans are dash sink containing about 50 times more carbon than the atmosphere. So option number A, carbon dioxide is correct here. Next question is question number 52. Largest human related resource of perfluorocarbon is. So here aluminium production and for semiconductor production. So option number A is correct here. Both 1 and 2. Sorry. Only 1 and 2. Next one is this is also math type question. So here isodation is belongs to contours of constant wind power, and power duration curve is belong to wind energy potential of a place. So option number C is correct match. Next question number 54. In India, 1 square meter of fixed array kept facing south yield nearly dash the electrical energy of the normal sunny day. So that is 5 kilowatt per hour production. After fixing array facing south, we will get 5 kilowatt per hour electricity. Next question is 55. PV modules are related by its peak power output. Next one is the power requirement of 7 conveyor for horizontal operation may be determined. So that is determined by QLWF 4560. So yeah, here uh, Q is capacity, that is in meter cube per minute, L is conveyor length, and W is bulk density in kilogram per meter cube, and F is factor which is depending upon type of material which are going to convey. Next one is question number 57. Dehusking based on the principle of fraction of grain on an abrasive surface is done. That is done by rubber roller shellers. Next one is question number 58. Pitting is the process carried out during milling of pulses to facilitate, that is to facilitate subsequent oil penetration of husk loosening. Option number D is correct here. Next one is question number 59. Ratio of weight of water present 1 kilogram of dry air at any temperature and pressure, and the weight of the water present in 1 kg air which is saturated with water vapor at a same temperature and pressure is, that is related to relative humidity. Next one is in set venant body, the flow of material does not start until a limiting value of dash is reached, that is yield stress. Next one is identify the variable cost among the following. So here insurance is variable cost, other all belongs to fixed cost of machinery. Next question number 62. In dash method of depreciation, for any year is a constant percentage of remaining value at the beginning of the year. So at the beginning of the year, straight line in a straight line method, depreciation is constant for everywhere. Next one, question number 63. Ace drop seed metering device is recommended for, that is recommended for speed planter. So option number B is correct here. Next one is question number 64. Furrow opener which works well in trashy soils where the seed bed are not smoothly prepared. So that is shoe type. Next, standard disc plow, the diameter of steel disc. So here diameter of steel disc is 60 to 90 centimeter. Next question is 66. Looks like a miniature plow. Turn over a small ribbon like furrow slice directly in front of the main plow bottom is called. So it is called jointer, and here jointer and coulter is important accessories of MB plow. Next one is question number 67. Water from sprinkler nozzle breaks up into fine drops and fall near to the sprinkler is due to, and that is due to low pressure. Next one is question number 68. NCPA stands for, NCPA stands for the polymers of the agriculture. National Committee on Polymers in Agriculture. Option number D is correct here. Next, choose correct statement. So here, in drip irrigation system, trippers and lateral lines are laid on the land surface, and that is absolutely true. Next, in subsurface drip irrigation, system, the droppers and the lateral lines are laid below the ground level and beyond the root zone of the crop. So here only option number first is correct. Next question number 70. This is also mass type question. So here bulk density, and this is belong to mass of the soil solid per unit volume of the soil solid. So option number A belongs to 3, and that is in option A and B. Next total porosity, that is the ratio of the volume of the pores in total volume of the soil, and C belongs to 2. C belongs to 2. So here option number B is correct. Match. Next question number 71. Percent aquifer is located, that is located above the main water table. Next question number 72. A soil type was found to have a porosity is 40% for an aquifer of this material. The specific yield, and specific yield is greater than 40%. Next, question number 73. Irregular area in a map may be computed by by an instrument known as, that is instrument which is planning meter. Next, 74. The staff reading taken on a point of known elevation is termed as, that is termed as backside. Next, question number 75. The principle of plane table. So, principle of plane table is parallelism. Next question is 76. Sum of the first and last ordinate. Sum of the first and last ordinate plus twice of the sum of intermediate ordinate multiplied by half of the common distance between given required area. That is rule which is called trapezoidal rule, and this is formula of trapezoidal rule. Explanation. Next question number 77. When greater accuracy is required, the measurement and the ground to be surveyed is not very rough, then this type of survey instrument can be used. So uh, we use paint table. Next question number 78, which is simple question. You can solve this question and please mention it in comment section. Next question number 79. Size reduction of food material increases its. So size reduction is increases its surface area per unit mass. Next question is the energy required for the size reduction in a function of common dimension of the material. The above assumption is made for law of size reduction. So that is fixed law. Next question is match the following, and that is option number D is correct match for this question. Next question number 82. Hydraulic brake system is based on the principle of, so that is based on the principle of Pascal's law. Next question is 83. The tractor angular movement of dash is further transmitted to the steering arm through drag link and tie rods, that is through pitman arm. B option is correct here. Next one is question number 84. Soil pressure P for a rubber type is given by, soil pressure is given by W by 0.78 B into L. So rubber type tire means pneumatic wheel. We can also known as pneumatic wheel. That is correct. And if here mentioned chain type or track type tire, then option number A should be correct. For track type tire, and this is absolutely true for pneumatic wheel. or pneumatic tire. Next question is 85. Uh, Ackerman steering system has only turning pair. So only have turning pair. Next, find the correct statement. So here, option number E is correct. Question number 87. If the weight of the draught animal is 6 kg, how much the kg in draught animal can exert for doing framework? So we know animal can 1 point. It's a 1 point. Sorry, 0.1 of its body weight. So here, if we divide it by 10, we will get 60 kg. So option number C is correct here. Mechanization indicator is expressed as mechanization index is the ratio of mechanical power over the total power used in farm. Next one is question number 89. Which of the following is correct? So here option number statement number first and third is correct. Next question number 90. The primary objective of good planning for location of farm estate is so all first, second and third statement is true. Option number D is correct. Next, in improved farmhouse design, a typical bedroom of dash will accommodate two single beds of 1 cross 2 meter. So that is 3.6 cross 3 meter. Next question number 92. Which of the following groundwater recharging techniques is suitable when an impervious layer is encountered at shallow depths, that is pits and shafts? Next question is 93. Land under class 1 first and class 4th group of land capability classification are. So that is arable land and soil classified in 8 groups. So class first to fourth is used for cultivation purpose. Next to question number 94. In the land use capability classification, the texture of surface soil is grouped in. So that is grouped in 8 classes. Next one is 95. Soil erosivity factor, that is function of falling raindrops and rainfall intensity. Falling raindrop is option number B is correct here. Next question number 96. This type of soil erosion is said to be equilibrium with the soil forming process, that is geologic erosion. Option number A correct. Next, the best location of wind break and shelter belt, that is across the wind blowing direction. Next question number 102. The main components of social forestry, that is farm forestry, rural forestry and urban forestry. All are the correct here. Then option number D is correct. Next question number 103. Dash is produced when carbon monoxide and steam react with cellulose at 300 to 400 degrees Celsius and 100 atmospheric pressure. So that is ethanol. Next one is 104. Thermal conversion process utilize oxidants below its stoichiometric requirements, that is combustion. Next one is 105. Advantage of solar concentrating collectors over flat plate collectors. So here first, second and fourth option is statement is correct. Option number C is correct here. Next this is simple question. You can give its answer below the comment section. And this is also for you. Next question is question number 98. The significant soil building group of crops are, that is leguminous crops. Next is mulching helps. Mulching is process which is used in farming and to save the water and to maintain the moisture level in farm. So that is reducing infiltration, improving infiltration rate. So option number A is correct here. Strip cropping has alternate rows of it has rows crops and close crop. Option number C is correct. Row crops and close growing crop. 101 is removal of fairly uniform layer of soil from land surface by action of rainfall is called. So that is sheet. Next, Engelberg Haller removes dash from paddy, and that is remove husk from paddy. Next, question number 109. Find correct statement regarding parboiled rice. So option statement number first is correct. Parboiled rice needs lesser degree of polishing. This is correct. Next, parboiling rice will have higher fat content than raw rice. That is true. And but parboiled rice needs more cooking time than raw rice. No, this is wrong statement. So here option number A, first and second statement are correct. Next, 1010. The type of screen used in coarse and rough separation. So this question also for you. Next question is 101. Question number 111. Next, it's the material left by harvesting machine. So after harvesting, sweat is remaining. So option number B is correct. 112. The reciprocating cutter bar that are commonly used for harvesting paddy, wheat use the principle of. So that is use principle of two element scissors actions. Next, question number 113. The size of combine is indicated by. So size of combine is indicated by width of cut it makes. Next one is question number 114. The pitman arm in harvester moves the knife back and forth. The center of knife section must stop in the center of the guard on each stroke. That is called registration. And registration and alignment are two adjustment which is done in knife. Next, 115. For complete and through plowing of a field, dash indigenous plow must be operated 1 times. Next, the long moldboard with gentle curvature which lifts and inverts the unbroken furrow slice is called. So that is slat type ambi plow. Next is the field capacity of indigenous plow is 0.3 to 0.4 hectare per day and its draft requirement is about. So this is also for you. If you have any problem, you can comment below the comment section. Next is question number 118. Match the following. So that is to match of this problem is option number D. So unconfined aquifer is belong to phreatic aquifer. This means phreatic aquifer is also known as unconfined aquifer, and confined aquifer is artesian aquifer. dug well is have its diameter 1.5 to 4.5. So if we match this with option number D. Next one, question number 119. The depth of irrigation is calculated on the basis of depth of irrigation is calculated by available moisture holding capacity of the soil in crop root zone at different layers and the soil moisture extraction pattern of the crop in its root depth. So option number A is correct here. Next question number 120. Cutoff ratio of the border irrigation method is decided by. So that is decided by width of border and flow rate. Option number C is correct here. Next one is mechanical surging is mean top for. That is mean for well drilling. Next question number 122. In the design of the tube well, the velocity of water entering a well screen should be kept about or that is kept about 3 centimeter per second. Next one is the double mass curve technique is adopted to check the consistency of the rain gauge records. Next question number 124. The most accurate method of finding the average depth of rainfall over the area, that is isohydraulic method, which is most accurate method for finding average depth of rainfall over an area. Next question number. The chain surveying one link means the distance. One means from the center to center of outer rings. Next question number 126. The rule that assumes that the short length of the boundaries between the ordinates are parabolic areas. That is trapezoidal rule. Next one is the preliminary inspection of the area to be surveyed is known as reconnaissance survey. Next one is 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to. So 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 3029.949 kilocalorie per hectare and near about 3000. So option number D is correct. Next question is 129. The cyclone separator gravitational and dash force can be combined for separation of particles from liquids as well as from gases, that is centrifugal. Next one is a instrument used to measure the properties of food. So viscometer is used to measure properties of the food. Next one is steam economy of an evaporator is improved by adding. So that is improved by adding high temperature steam. Next one is the steam economy of triple effect evaporator is less than single effect evaporator. So that is more in triple evaporator than single effect evaporator because steam are used further in triple effect in 3 times in triple effect evaporator, which is not in single effect evaporator. Question number 133. Dash hydraulic pump is most preferred employed by for pressure up to 14 megapascal in agricultural machines, that is external gear pump. Next one is the following are the enemies of the hydraulic system. So all are the enemies of hydraulic system, yani inadequate oil in the system, leaky hoses, incorrect graded oil, foreign matters, and that is hazardous for the hydraulic system. So option number D is correct here. Next one is the tractor manufacturing was started in India in year 1961 by first manufacturer, that is Miss Teacher Good Earth. Next one is 136. The structure used to carry irrigation water across streams or gullies is called, that is flumes. Next chassis formula for finding out the mean velocity, that is expression which is v equal to c root rs. Next question number 138. Shotcrete lining is done by using the mixture of cement, sand and water. Option number A is correct. The room where the cows are milked is called, that is milking parlor. Next question number, method of assigning a numeric value to links in stream network of watershed is called, that is stream ordering. Universal Traverse Mercator UTM method is used for dash object in remote sensing, that is used for mapping. Next question is, in most the aerial photographs available for use are generally of dash scale 1:30,000 is correct here. Next, the classifying the land capability of the in the field, the notation L minus B5 divided by B minus ES in the alluvial soil B represent. So here B represents soil type. Next question is question number 144. When a second order stream joining third order stream, the resultant will be, when stream second order join to third order, and that is called that is third order stream, and it is also called braided uh, stream. Next one is NWDPRA stands for National Watershed Development Program of Rainfed Areas. Option number A is correct here. Next question is choose incorrect statement. So here incorrect statement is statement number 3. Next, the soil conservation program and practices should start from dash direction of the watershed unit, that is starts from topmost and downwards. Next, gully erosion and deepening of gully bed can be prevented by use of the small check dams called, that is called gully plugs. Next, transition stage between dash and dash is called reel for erosion. So, sheet to sheet, gully, sheet erosion, reel erosion, then gully erosion. So before reel erosion is sheet erosion, and after erosion is gully erosion. If reel erosion is deep, depth is increased 0.3 meter, then it will be classified as gully erosion. Next question number 150. In deep clay soil, the clay constants content in deep clay soil, the clay content is more than the, so here 30% is correct. Next question number, does the energy are associated in process of soil erosion. So here option number E is correct. Next question, advantage of floating drum biogas plant. So this is also for you. You can solve this question. And this is also question number 152 and 153. You can solve this question. If you have any problem, you can comment in comment section. I will try to resolve your problem. Next question is question number 154. In the angle between the line extending from the center of the sun to the center of the earth and the projection of this line up to upon the earth's equatorial plane, that is sun's inclination. Next, recommended temperature to product quality maintenance during frozen storage, that is minus 18 degrees Celsius. Next question is match the following with respect to processing of spices. So here option number A is correct. Next, for effective screening, the length and screen surface should be so 1 to 2 times of width. This is also for you. Next question is 159. The most and best suited dryer for drying liquid food products is. So the suited dryer is spray dryer. The thin layer drying, the thickness of the dry bed, grain bed is. So grain bed thickness is 15 to 20 mm. Next one is how many hectares per day? 10 hours can be cut by the combined 4-meter cutter bar when the running at speed travel speed is 4 km per hour. So this is simple problem. Hectare means 10 to the power 4 meter square यानी area. Hectare is area and here 8 are if we multiply 4 meter into 4 kilometer means 4 into 1000 meter per hour into 10, then we will get 18 hectare here. Next, the peg tooth cylinder type thresher, the peripheral speed of the cylinder varies between. So that is varies between 1500 to 1800 per minute. And this is information here. 1520 to 1830 rpm for wheat and 370 to 920 rpm for paddy. Next is in tractor operated rotators, the shaft fitted with L-shaped blades rotate at the speed of, that is in rotavators. So that is run at 200 to 300 revolution per minute. Next, the type of nozzle used for spraying systemic herbicides and fertilizer solution, that is flood nozzle. Next, field measurement of hydraulic conductivity is done by. So, not known. Option number E is correct. Next, herringbone drainage system is. Herringbone drainage system consists the parallel laterals connecting main line from one side. The option is correct here. Next question is the rate of change of piezometric head with distance is called. That is option number E is correct. Next, the National Commission on Agriculture 1976 defined waterlogged area as those areas which have water table depth lesser than dash meter below soil surface. So, waterlogged area is if water table is less than 2 meter. So here this is correct and this is important for upcoming examination. Next, Francis formula is used to compute, that is used to compute discharge through a rectangular weir. Next, if C naught is the original tracer concentration in the stream, C1 is the actual tracer concentration in the bottle, C2 is the tracer concentration downstream, Q1 is the tracer injection rate. The discharge Q in the stream can be calculated by the formula, which is option number D is correct. Next question is end contraction on the weir is the, so end contraction of weir is horizontal distance from the ends of crest to the side of the channel, that is correct. Next, return period, and return period is inversely proportional to the probability. So inverse relation between return period and probability. Next, match the following. Thyssen polygon method, that is mean areal depth of precipitation, and observation well is belongs to groundwater table fluctuations. So here correct match is option number C. Next, the recording type rain gauge records the observation in the form of, so that is record in form of mass curve. Next one is the property used to measure the quality of the energy and irreversibility of the process is known as entropy. The volume of ice cream mix is 950 meter cube and the volume of ice cream is 1650 meter cube. Then the percentage of overrun. So by using this formula we can calculate its percentage, and that is 73.6%. Next, the homogenized milk has the fat globule size of, so that have less than 2 micrometer globule size. Next question is the process of removal of air and or gases from the can is canning is called as. So this is called as exhausting. Next question is which of the following is incorrectly matched. So here second and fourth is incorrectly matched. So C option is correct. Next question: the property used to measure the gravity of the energy or irreversibility of the process is called as. So this is a repeated question. Option number B is correct here. Next, Newton's law of cooling is associated with the which mode of the heat conduction. So that is used to belongs to convection. Next, which of the following states that the thermal radiation emitted by a body is proportional to the fourth power of the absolute temperature. That is Stephen Boltzmann law. Next, the Day's number of the gasoline is measured of its tendency to resist the detonation during combustion in an engine, that is octane. Next, the process of preparing an air-fuel mixture away from the cylinders of an engine is called carburation. Next, erratic variation of the speed of governor when it overcompensates for speed change is termed as governor hunting. Next, the percentage regulation. Percentage regulation of the governor speed is no load. At no load, speed is 16 rpm, and with load, it is 1600 rpm. So, by calculation, after calculation, we will get 6.4516%. Next question is the spacing house of for sick animal is called. For sick animals, special housing is known as pen barn, and for cow, this is termed as station barn. Next, the face is type of barn giving a saving of dash in floor areas of barn is compared to the face out type barn, that is 10%. Next, the litter provided on the floor of a deep litter poultry house serves the purpose of the avoiding frequent, so that is cleaning. The single-story farm residential building will have its ceiling at a height of above, so that is above 5.5 meters. The relief and physical landscape of the area is known as topography. Next, 192. The process of collecting and storing water from an area that has been modified or treated to increase runoff from precipitation is called water harvesting. Next, injection well method. Recharge have to be used under special condition like demand and groundwater, controlling intrusion of salt water, reducing water table in waterlogging areas. So all three statements are correct here. Next, drop structures are erected or gully bed is controlled soil erosion at drops off. So this is also for you. You can solve it easily. Next, question number 198. The return period considered for the hydrologic design of a permanent gully control structure is. So that is for 10 years, and here directly 10 years not mentioned. So Option number E is correct here. Next, the temporary check dams are constructed to check the gully erosion, that is loose rock dam and chute spillway. Next and last question is question number 200. The side slope of bund to be constructed in light sandy loam soil is about. So side slope is 1:5. So this is last question of today's discussion. Uh, Thank you for watching this video. If you